work with your intuitive abilities and having access to these gifts, this once again is available to you. And so therefore the ability to remote view, to astral travel, to energetically move from place to place and see what is happening in that place. This is something which is available to all nations, beings who don't reside upon Earth. Some of these gifts are those which are going to open up for humankind. Also, the art of telepathy. So I'm seeing one bald-haired, big-eyed, grey, spindly looking alien creature. Oh, his eyes are beautiful. Oh, they're very peaceful. This is an accelerated process. This has happened very quickly. Heed our warnings now. It is not too late. You are at a crossroads at this time. Our message is clear. We hand this to you on a plate through this channel. We ask you to heed our warning. This is for the future of Okay, so welcome everyone. This is a impromptu channeling. This is because I've been told to channel. Apparently I'm going to need it for some reason, which I'm not really aware of. Things are going to get busy. So it's now 9th of June and I've done a little bit of connection and I'm aware that I'm going to see the Federation Council. So I've seen a member there already. So let's just go ahead and channel. Okay, I'm there with the Federation Council already. So there's an oval table. There's like a big glass dome over this. And then if you look out of the glass dome, it's surrounded by sea. This is due to Triton. I feel Triton, the king of the sea, he resides, chairs this council. And so this is very close to the sea. So there are a number of different beings. Jesus is included. There's Aria, the Lyrian, who I have seen previously, and they're wearing like Jedi Knight type clothing, loose cottons. And so the being that I will be channeling this time is let me just face him. Damron or Damien or Damron. 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 Damron is a Syrian, he's telling me, and he has a combination of squid octopus head with, I was getting kind of like almost fish appearing lips and then webbed hands. So he has been involved with their race, maybe with the creation of some of our sea life, octopus, squid, fish, and maybe some others as well. So he's a grey apparent skin, maybe slight green tinge to it. And let me just go back to him. He's saying, greetings, earthlings. Greetings. As you can see, I am here with my collective. This includes Yeshua, Jesus, who has walked the earth before. Many of us are beings that have walked upon the earth's plane, and we are exalted and ascended, and we oversee not just this planet, not just your planet, but many other planets as well. We set and govern and provide legislation, codes of conduct, and rules which all should abide by. We also create a monitoring system where we are keeping an eye on galactic happenings and anything which is amiss or requires some kind of direction and alteration. This is so that one planet doesn't affect many. Also, many of our beings from each of our nations represented here at the table, the souls which, or have souls which journey to Earth and inhabit a an exoskeleton and carry out a human life. Human life being one which is not easy, and it's also in a denser, lower vibrational state, one that is not easy to fight through and elevate from. There is required an effort and a learning. So the experiences here can be quite different. The experiences of the flesh as well being one which is quite often overlooked and enjoyed. Those on earth perhaps squandering this right and looking to the stars, wondering when they will return home, but understanding that this is where you have asked to be, this is your experience, and upon your rising, you will say, I wasted that time. I didn't make the most of it. I had my head in the clouds and I didn't partake of the pleasures and riches which were available to me. My mind was closed to all that the earth could unveil. I was very distracted. I was caught up in my emotions and the topsy-turvy of navigating everyday life and relationships around me. And I forgot to partake and enjoy each succulent mouthful, each sunset, each swim in the ocean, feeling the water lapping around my skin, feeling the sand beneath my toes, feeling all that earth has to offer, even clambering upon the rocks, this being a pleasure, one that can not necessarily be experienced in other star systems. There is a advantage to being on this plane, the advantage of striving, of trying, of setting some foundational practices in place, of reaching and cajoling with the higher realms for an understanding, trying to grasp the meaning and how to extract drops of nectar from each lifetime. This is a skill, an art, one that as you ascend through the rungs, through the practices, through the lessons, through the lifetimes, time and time again, there is an ascension process, one that takes you ever higher, one where life upon earth and its school is easier to navigate, one where you can move from a D to an A plus through diligence, through understanding certain elements such as patience and diligence and cooperation. These are some of the aspects which are learned. Trustworthiness and other belligerent states. So at these higher states, gifts which you carry lifetime after lifetime also becoming apparent to you, being able to reach out, grab, and work with these gifts. These usually presenting themselves to you at a very young age. Those things that you are born with that you find easy to do. This vessel being able to leave her body and astral travel for many, many years until the age of 13. Okay, I just want to interject. Sorry. I do remember that. I remember the last time I astral traveled. I was just going around the house in the end. Like I didn't feel kind of safe or I was aware of it, but I used to kind of fly off and then I used to go and see my parents in their bedroom. And then I was going around the floor, the last time I remember doing it, quite close to the floor, and then I went back to my body. So, and the thing was, if anyone asked me, can you fly? I would have gone, yeah, yeah, of course I can, can't you? Like I just thought it was so normal, but no one ever asked me, so it was never spoken of. So 13. I don't remember doing that when I was 13, maybe more around age 8 or 9. But anyway, there we have it. Age 13. Okay, you slipped, you were on the top bunk. You slipped down and stayed close to the earth. You felt wobbly and unsure because you had awarenesses that this was your mind. Your mind started closing down to this being a possibility, this not being so easy to do. But now in latter years, being able to work with your intuitive abilities and having access to these gifts, this once again is available to you. And so, therefore, the ability to remote view, to astral travel, to energetically move from place to place and see what is happening in that place. This is something which is available to all nations, beings who don't reside upon Earth. Some of these gifts are those which are going to open up for humankind. Also, the art of telepathy. So I'm seeing one bald-haired, big-eyed, grey, spindly looking alien creature. Oh, his eyes are beautiful. Oh, they're very peaceful. Long fingers. He's very, he's playing with me telepathically. So he's just looking at me and I'm getting this massive feeling of peace. His fingers are touching my fingers, and I'm hearing like nanu nanu. So I think they're being humorous, but there is telepathic abilities. He's got very narrow chin, and I feel like almost small or non-existent mouth. There being no requirement for the voice box, such as in the human. The human being a very complex model, one that has many energetic systems, that which can draw light and sustenance from the environment around it, that it's like a well-oiled clock. So one cog not functioning quite as it should, affecting the others, like an engine which requires oil and a little bit of adjustment. This also can be done through manipulation from higher forces upon request. So, requests for physical well-being and adjustments that can be provided by angelics and other benevolent beings to set you on a course to physical vitality and well-being. This is a matter of reaching out and asking and not realizing this being so easy, the simplicity within this. But also, adjustments will be required, adjustments to the way you lead your life, to the kind of relationships that you are involved in, and patterns that play out with these to maintain this and physical and emotional stability, this to uphold you and give you strength into your later years. This vessel becoming stronger in her later years through her connection with galactic beings and their ability to assist her. Her having undertaken some robotic um, some robotic surgery to remove some nefarious elements. This has improved her health and there will be more to come. She is open to this and said yes and allowed this, observing it with some interest and asking questions. What is it you're removing? These are plaques which have built up and entered your system through various nefarious mechanisms and are no longer required. These which are creating a slowing down of the flow of the chi, so to speak, throughout your body in future times, not requiring surgical and medical intervention, just regular tune-ups, you could say, like taking your body as your car to a garage to be serviced. So, um, other practitioners also coming online at this time. There are many. I can see light, dong, 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 lights going on. Those who are able to heal through sound and touch, through their voice and the pitch and frequency, and through moving energy, through meridians and sensing and working with blocks. So I'm back to reptilian. The reptilian being in each of us and displayed to a different degree. This is part of your DNA, part of your galactic origin genetic makeup. There is a component of this within each of us. This is the flight, fight, and the greed and the survival mechanism. It is this which you are saying no to, this display, which is carried out in some genetics more than others that we are rejecting and saying no to as we move into more enlightened states, no longer in a state of fight and flight. This is where the fear comes in, the fear being a component of the reptilian energy. This is within you. This is displayed strongly in unenlightened souls, and there is an immediate reaction. This is the fighting instinct, the running and hiding instinct. It is this which we are trying to tame and to master control of. This is a lower vibrational behavior and a lower vibrational pattern and display resonance, display of our genetics, which is not in resonance with the rising vibration of the earth being a beautiful place, one which is blue and green and mesmerizing with its shifts and sways and pleasures which are available to each a visual symphony, flowers, bumblebees, dandelions, growing your vegetables, eating the remarkable mountains and lakes. This is a pleasure palace, one where we can enjoy water sports and breathing freely and running through forests and lying on the grass. This was created for you to experience these pleasures. So making sure that you are not distracted by devices, by life indoors, children with their heads down on devices, being distracted by apps which call upon their attention immediately. These devices need to be removed. The call too strong. These children not able to control the missing out, the ding which distracts and entrances, the games that are played through these devices being more enticing than creating a game of your own. This is where creativity is dulled and senses are nullified. It is important to be bored, to create, to have moments where there is no stimulation, of quietness, of connection. Our children naturally are very connected for guidance, connected to ancestors for communication and learning and growth. This is being wiped out by technology in some cases, where there is a dependence on entertainment, almost 24/7, we may say. There are some who are displaying signs of this. I'm seeing someone very, very large, like slovenly, drinking and eating, takeaways like Uber Eats, kind of getting delivery, not washing, not cleansing their bodies, their hair, sitting and staring and being entertained, not wanting to tear away, not leading life properly, not taking responsibility, not moving out of the chair, not sleeping properly. The state of affairs becoming so bad, you can see like rubbish around them. Parents upholding this in some instances. This is time to kick these people out of the chair, to wheel it away, to unplug the device, to go through the pain of disconnection and realizing my life is in shatters. I am becoming a zombie. This is of utmost importance. Humanity on Earth is at a crossroads where there will be soon no turning around, no coming back. This dependency leading to a robot AI state. This will be a takeover. Hark our words and heed our warning. This is the time to turn around and to decrease the dependency and to remove devices from the children's hands and to engage children with parents' voices, with outdoor activities, with interesting creative projects. The art of this is being lost so quickly. Think of what you did as a child, of the games you played, of some of the pastimes that you had. These are literally, I'm seeing being flushed down the toilet. This cannot happen. This is the beginning of the end for the human and generations ahead. It is up to us to stand up, to stand strong as elders and to say, no, my grandchild does not need that device to play. I'm seeing activities like, when you cut potatoes and you cut them in half, then you create a shape and you carve the shape and you put them in paint and you paint. So playing in like water play, singing songs, sitting around in groups, little fingers touching little fingers, learning how to play with each other, the art of socialization. This is what will be giving way. Humans becoming more and more isolated, having AI friends, not requiring real friends, AI friends being far more perfect in nature and being able to control that narrative. My friend never argues with me. My friend remains loyal. This is not a school any longer. This is a place for souls coming from other planets to be babysat by AI devices, remembering that we are here to learn, that stumbling and falling, that all not being perfect, that dealing with issues with friends, relationships, emotions, and elevating is how souls on that from other planets come, or why they come to be taught, to learn. This is an experience you put your hand up for. As a Syrian, as a Lyrian, as a being from another planet, would your soul want to incarnate into that of a human child, to be put in front of a device, to be dumbed down? You will find the answer is no, this is not what you signed up for. Children ultimately losing creativity, becoming dumbed down in the process. This is set to create a stupid version of the human going forward, and therefore must be avoided. So, while you still have intelligence intact, while you still have memories, and there are elders who predate these devices and TV itself, this is the time. It is up to these elders, it is up to all of us to say no, to remove these devices from children, to stand strong when there's cajoling and tantrums, and giving them a better alternative. Heed this warning, as this is where you are headed towards poor outcomes for your environment, for this beautiful place you reside upon, building skyscrapers into the air, residing in tiny boxes within apartments, and living trapped within the realms of AI for entertainment and even partnership. This will create a literal takeover. I'm seeing like Darth Vader. So this is what we can look forward to, a robotic future. So this is an accelerated process. This has happened very quickly. Heed our warnings now. It is not too late. You are at a crossroads at this time. Our message is clear. We hand this to you on a plate through this channel. We ask you to heed our warning. This is for the future of the Earth plane as a environmental playground, as a classroom for all souls that reside within the universe, remembering that we are not separate, we are all one. So doing your best to keep this as a heaven on earth, remembering yourself, the pleasures that lie in this environment, and to start embracing them. This time is not too soon. This must begin now, immediately, and this is an urgent transmission. We leave you to digest. Ouch. There you go. I'm actually seeing that there'll be flying vehicles up high, that I think that we can become very disconnected from our environment. And in fact, there'll be a lot of pollution. We need to stay in contact with the ground. So we need to have the ability to access Earth's energy. But in this case, I feel that all of this technology has created a lot of toxins. So actually the lower components or closer to the Earth itself has got higher pollution levels. So actually it's better to be more elevated. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Looks like, I don't even know what it's called, but I know there's a cartoon where they get around in a little car with a bubble. Oh God, so close to I didn't, definitely not the Flintstones. I just had Flintstones, like the opposite. There's something or other family that get around in a little cartoon spaceship. Okay, very interesting. There's the warning. So that's two members of the Federation Council I've met now, both very different appearing beings, Syrian and Lyrian. I don't know. This is all news to me. I really don't I don't follow a lot of this. So yeah, I'm learning along the way. Intriguing, interesting, really, really unpleasant what I've just seen. Like Earth is a playground. It's beautiful, and the way I'm seeing it now is not what it looks like in the future. And we're at a turning point, a crossroads. So I've heard of this in channeling more than once. It's come through, and I feel this is a really strong, important message at this time. So yeah, if you want to hear more of these kind of urgent terror messages, uh, things that are set to beset us, then by all means, like and subscribe. Share this with someone who's got kids that are spending too much time on technology. It's an alarm bell. So I will see you in the next episode, and I really look forward to it. See you then.